this video, this one we are saying goodbye to 2025. So we're just going to do a few shoutouts to start off with. First one's going to be to Fresh, 10 mil merits there. Oh, we'll give him the first like. We'll give him the first like. So yeah, Fresh also migrated to EXG. He saw me in the Discord and hit me up, and he was like, "Let me know about how EXG was." And I came here and I was like, "Actually, they're more organized than I've ever seen before." So yeah, we got Fresh here. So sweet to have him with EXG now. So him and I have been talking. We have the Titus #1. So I've been chatting with this guy on and off for a bit there. So yeah. So Titus #1 is the next shout out. We're gonna just like all his photos. Oh, there we go, missed one. So 143, 9 mil merits. Nice. Hopefully you're having some fun. Seasons played 7. Oh, hey, Fruit Juice is playing Legion. Maybe I'll go see if he wants to duo queue. And then I got Freebie. So gonna also shout out to Freebie from 375. So yeah, hopefully you guys are all doing well. And then finally is going to be nah. Go. So yeah, final shout out is going to be to Kiyomi, who I have enlisted in help for this video. So he is actually, I think he was over to historical highest power 184. I thought he had an account over 200, but maybe I'm wrong there. So Kiyomi from 671. So hopefully he's doing well. A Cav main, and he's just letting me know tonight that he's switching to infantry because 671 needs more infantry players. So we're saying goodbye to 2025, and I want to talk about the best hero investments for all the different types of heroes. I kind of thought about this video, but I'm just going to kind of ad-lib it. So we're going to go through infantry, cavalry, marksman, magic, and overall, and I'm just going to talk about who I think are the best investments overall for each unit type. So talking about infantry here, first up, I am going to give it to the Kumsters. The Kuma is going to be the best overall hero for infantry. So Kuma, he has his Serpent's Edge artifact. He has the G4 tank with the Moss Rock as well. I don't have a very good one. But yeah, so the Kuma is going to be my #1 investment. Getting Kuma awakened is going to be really great. So with Kuma, you can... He's versatile. So one of the things that I love about Call of Dragons is as long as you don't have stamina that you're worrying about, right, then Kuma is going to be the #1, and I like versatile heroes that you can slot into different marches, making it that if you want to transition from, let's say, an archer player to a mage hero, like a mage player, then the transition isn't so hard because you already have heroes that go across. Same with cavalry, infantry, all that kind of stuff. So Kuma is versatile in the way that he can be paired with many different heroes and champions. For Roots of War, the #1 garrison is Garwood Kuma. So that's the #1 garrison for Roots of War in 2025, and that is because it's anti-swarm. You swarm them, he just kills everything. It lasts forever. It takes a while to destroy and to cut down, and at that point in time you can attack the back of the rally with other marches and then refresh some of the heroes in wherever you are. So for a garrison, it's a super strong garrison with the Garwood Kuma for Roots of War. We have rallying, we have the Lei Kwang with the Kuma, or the Kuma Lei Kwang for the open field. So they're versatile in that way. I see Mega was playing with Kuma and Goresh. So, and then you've also got the Kuma and the Magro, and the Magro spreads the bruise debuff, I believe it's called, or the drain. He spreads the drain debuff, and when it first came out, they didn't have a cap to it, and what was it? It was between 100 and, one second, between 100 and 140% that you could drain the enemy heroes, and then they would be left with about 40% of their total HP. So that quickly had to get a cap on it. So Magro and Kuma, you can even put him with. So he pairs with, you know, the Lei Kwang, the Garwood, the Goresh, the Magro, and later on in the video, I am going to talk about who else he pairs with that Kiyomi just broke my mind with. So Kuma is going to be the #1 hero investment for infantry players. Now, second is actually going to be, runner-up is actually going to be Skogul. I think Skogul overall performs really well. As you run low on stamina for troops, Skogul can be put with both cavalry and infantry. So as everyone that's been following me knows that I can put Skogul with Nika as the backup, especially if you had Nika awakened. You can run the Skogul Nika, and then you can always run that with the Spirit Bone Torque, or you could run that with the Grey Mars Warhammer, and then that just adds CC, so control, to a Cav lineup. So if it's not part of your main 5-stack Cav lineup, it can always be a backup march. As heroes start losing their stamina, you have a alternative to put in there. So you can do Skogul there. You can put the Goresh Skogul always in the field, or Skogul Goresh in the field. However you kind of want to work with that, you can definitely do that. So the versatility of Skogul being able to be paired with multiple heroes, I think is absolutely amazing. Yes, Lei Kwang is an amazing hero. I'm not cutting Lei Kwang, but for me, in just versatility, as a runner-up to Kuma, I would have to put Skogul still. I think the Lei Kwang and the Kuma are a stronger march than the Goresh Skogul, but I think just overall, if you're investing in heroes, because the Skogul can be paired with not just infantry, but also cavalry for your Cav mains as well, then I think that the versatility of her is just what gives her a bit of the edge of why I enjoy my investment in Awakening Skogul. Moving on to, we're actually going to skip Cavs, and we're going to go right into Marksman. So I am not a Marksman player, as everyone knows, and so this is going to be a bit biased. Now, I don't have the full numbers for Ruby and Kalen, so I don't really know how they're performing. From what I've seen so far, Ruby Kalen is a counter to infantry heroes, but the issue that they have is their kit is all about standing still and attacking. So without the long range warfare, I see that being a problem. So Ruby and Kalen are actually going to kind of be dropped from this video as the G5 heroes. We're going to count them for 2026. So until that kind of comes in with them, until more of the numbers come in with them, I don't really have a good placement for them. So my top pick for Marksman is actually going to be Magrat. So Mag, and everyone kind of knew Mag was coming, so other Marksmen might perform better than Mag, and Mag is still a strong hero. She was one of the strongest heroes in the game for the longest time. The reason that I enjoy Mag over, let's say, Syndrion or Fragar is because of the investment to start using her. To utilize Mag, all we need is double 5. So with me, as you know, I place her with my Celestials as mages, and all you need is double 5 because the other 2 skills don't apply. So that gives her a very low investment to start using her with my mages. So quickly, anyone can start using her. And then for you who are archer players and you're 5-stacking archers, you need triple 5. So you don't need her awakened to be able to utilize her because her 4th skill, and having the 4th skill as the garrison skill means that we can utilize the new locking system. So instead of it being the 3rd skill as the garrison, having it as the 4th skill makes her extremely strong, and you could do this. Now, this whole tier list of mine is all about versatility, as I've talked about. So versatility is actually going to go into Meg as well versus something like Syndrion and Fragar. Even though you can use them in multiple areas, I have seen Meg being used with, obviously we use her with mages, use her with archers, but I've also seen her being used with Cavs. So while attacking on tournaments of champions, I have seen her being used in Cav lineups just to deal that extra damage. So Meg is my number 1 pick for 2025 investment for heroes, for archers. My runner-up is actually going to be Fulgrim. Fulgrim can crazy amounts of damage. He is a really strong, the defense bonus, right? So he is a very strong hero, and people like Fluffy Waffles and other big Cav players are running Fulgrim as a deputy in their Cav marches. So with versatility, Fulgrim can be used as a mage, or not, as an archer, so a marksman, or as a Cav hero. So that's just why that I have put Fulgrim as my runner-up for the 2nd best investment of archer heroes in 2025. Moving on to mages. Oh, this one's going to be really hard. So, talking about mages, Lilia performs really well. I've already talked about the Lilia Velen March is just not performing well. So for a budget player, it's not really the best march to invest in. Now, the Bertrand Tohar, they're always about my 2nd best march. They typically, and now that's with full investment, that's with a full level 5 Mirage Orb, they're sitting at about number 2 always. So sometimes they beat the main Grimoire, other times, most of the time they're sitting at about 2nd, and I have seen them perform down at about 3rd. So I've also seen the Tohar Grimoire being used as garrisons together, because they both have those garrison skills, so we are seeing that. But for the number 1 mage pick, I'm actually going to put it at Young Ming. So Young Ming is going to be the number 1 mage pick, which everyone kind of knew this was coming. I just have him at 555 so far. Next thing I need to do is awaken him. So Young Ming is absolutely strong. He can be paired with the versatility of mixing and matching. Now, he can't be paired with other marches and other troop types. I haven't seen that. But he can be paired with basically every other mage and come out performing well, if not your best mage march. Like my Ming Grimoire, by the time I got this, I think it was level 2. When I got this level 2 fully start out, they were outperforming Bertrand Tohar. So your Ming Grimoire is an extremely strong mage march, and Ming can just be paired. I'm seeing him paired with Thalea, I'm seeing him paired with Tohar, I'm seeing him paired with basically every single mage out there people are pairing Young Ming with. Now, my runner-up for 2nd best mage is not actually a mage. It's actually going to be overall. I'm going to take Thea. And people have known I have been talking to her about her since Season 2 when I got this crazy person awakened. She is incredible. Thea just adds so much attack bonus, and like I was going over that last video where I said my current mage marches, what I was doing, wasn't the Bullhorn Thea that's performing well. It's just Thea. Wherever you put Thea in your mage lineup, she just performs well. She just absolutely gives you all of the attack stats that you need to buff your other heroes. She gives you the shields to, you know, counteract some of that counterattack damage you're taking, and then she's just giving you all these attack bonuses. She's just nuts. She has been by far probably one of the best mage investments, especially for a G1 hero. Like you get her in season 1. For a mage player, she is my #1 investment for mages. I think she beats all other mages to this day, really, in pairings and everything like that. I mean, the only one that comes out ahead is really that Ming that I see standing tall, that Ming Grimara March. But other than that, your Thea, you can pop with the Lilia, you can pop her with your Bertrand and make a flying march, like wherever you want to throw her. She has just been performing really well. Oh, I got a friend invite to... Oh, Kiyomi. Go to Baby Atlas. I wonder if it's still here. Wonder if it's still here. My biggest, yeah. So here, like some of my biggest merit marches ever is at Lilia Thea. So just wherever you pop her, just 356k merits in a single march, like 207. She just absolutely performs incredible. I believe I got another 350 on that one too. I believe there's another one of those. So yeah, that is my runner-up, is actually an overall hero, but that's my runner-up for mages. Now, going to overall, and probably the best investment hero that I would say of 2025 is going to be Mu. Outside of Kuma, so probably Kuma. Yeah, Kuma is probably the best investment hero overall in the game right now, and the second best overall in the game right now is Mu. I think Mu is absolutely crazy. I kind of slept on her, not getting her awakened right away. So that's something I really need to do, is I really need to focus my Mu and get her awakened. Mu is probably the #1, is the #2 pick for best hero of 20. I've had this dumb dry cough for like the last 2 days. And I'm playing guitar tomorrow, I'm gonna sing. It's so annoying. But yeah, as I was saying, Mu is between, I think she's kind of tied for the best overall hero that you can invest in 2025 is Mu. Just giving you these healing, giving you a bunch of healing, a bunch of attack, like healing granted bonus, attack increase. She has skill damage factor, healing received reduction, so, and then her awaken skill, just more damage. So yeah, I think Mu is the top, tied with Kuma for the top hero investment that you can do right now. The reason I say that is Mu goes amazing with mages. Mu goes with archers. Just throw her with your archers, and you could throw her in there because she's giving you these attack bonuses. She's giving you healing. She's giving AoE healing. She's giving you more attack bonuses, more, you know, damage factor. So just, you know, you're healing that counterattack damage that you're taking. So Mu with archers, absolutely. Mu with mages, 100%. You know, Mu with calves, right? If you're watching Fluffy Waffles, all these other big people playing calves, then yeah, Mu's #2. Now that I'm thinking about it, now that I'm thinking properly, Mu is the #2 best investment overall hero for 2025, and Kuma's #1. Yeah. Now that we've talked about overall, oh, my runner-up for overall, can I give it to just Thea again? Bahorn's my little guy. He's my little pick. Everyone knows that I've talked about this guy. You can throw him on your calves. You can throw him basically everywhere. I mean, like, for instance, Moo, like, people use her with Garwood in Season 1, maybe Season 2. After that, it's just completely Garb. I don't like Moo with infantry heroes. Bahorn, I don't like with infantry heroes. I've never seen it perform well. I do like Bahorn with some calves. I do like him with my mages. So, yeah, it's runner-up for overall hero is Moo and Moo. Maybe you could give it to Bahorn, but I think that there's just better heroes out there. I think for most people, they're not going to want to invest in Bahorn. Hosk, you could just kind of purchase. So, yeah. Saluna. Saluna's going to be an interesting one. We need to do more playtesting with her, see where she's sitting at, because apparently she's doing quite well, is what Guns is finding out. So I don't really have a runner-up for overall. Now we're going to talk about calves and your Cav heroes. Who's the #1 Cav hero? So this is where I enlisted Kiyomi, because I was like, hey mate, I need some help. So I've been talking to Kiyomi about calves. And so what Kiyomi said, his strongest Cav march is Hosk Kuma. So Kuma coming out on top as being the best Cav hero. So I don't see, I've never seen another Cav player do this. So this is insane. He's running the Exemplar Oath of the Storm Peak with Numi. Oh my goodness, look at this thing. Look at this thing. Oh, look at him. It's all 3-star skills except for the coil. Look at the strength, the endurance, and agility on this thing. Oh, Kiyomi. Running just that awakened Kuma Hosk, and he's like, yeah, this is my best performing Cav march. Oh, let's show you the talent tree. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Like, look at this. Look at this. He took the extra point up here. He takes the march speed, takes the counterattack damage. Oh, just comes straight up here, increasing your maximum legion capacity. Doesn't even, like, who needs the extra damage? Who needs the extra damage here? No. Let's just get a bigger army. Oh, more damage. Reduces Sev wounded. Like, okay, thanks, Kiyomi. Normal attack, they have a 10% chance to gain haste. So now he's gaining more haste, more march speed, and then when casting rage skills, your legion gains keen and shelter. Like, oh, he's got Guardian Angel. When your legion enters battle, they gain resistance. Over taking Spirited Response. So, it's taking the Guardian Angel. So, yeah, I mean, this blew my mind. This blew my mind that Kuma is your best Cav hero, too. Like, what can Kuma not do? So, yeah, Kuma, the Kumsters, is gonna take best hero overall that you can invest in to this day. So, then we were talking about G3 versus G4 heroes. So, and then I asked him, like, where was it? Like, yeah, here, between Ureg and Lei Shen, you know, who do you perform in the open field? Like, which march is performing better? And he said it was the Ureg, and the Tobin is outperforming the Lei Shen Yen Nea. Oh my goodness, let's just look at Kiyomi and like what he's running in his pets. Okay, so we've got a fully awakened, fully maxed out Spring Blades. We've got a, look at this, like fully agility, the luck, the strength on this thing, all 3 stars. Alright, so he's running the Ureg Tobin, fully awakened, of course, why wouldn't it be? With the Wolf Howl Horn Exemplar. Check this pet out. Oh my, with the strength, the agility, the luck. He's running the advanced fierce attack with the intense fierce attack and fierce attack package on this guy. Oh man. He's running the oh, his Lei Shen Nea is full exemplar. So like look at this dog. 314 agility, 301 luck, 7 slot. Oh, come on, Kiyomi, not an 8 slot. Get it together, man. Oh. And then, like, let's check out the talent tree on this one. Oh, yeah, he's running the skills tree. Coming in here, taking the extra defenses, not the march speed. I forgot to look at this talent tree. PvP. He's going the PvP tree with Urag. Oh. He's killing those marksmen. He's gonna eat you. He's gonna eat you. Like taking this, he's like, I'm just gonna wipe you. Oh my. Took the march speed there. There. So I don't know if all of his marches are matched with march speed. That means. But yeah. And then he's running the Ferondale Moo. So like as I said, Moo in second place there with his Mickey. Look at that agility, 313, 294, oh, 8 slot. Or just 2 stars on these. But yeah, that's an expensive pet too. Oh, running that fierce attack and the intense fierce attack on this. Yeah, so talking to him right here, he goes G3, G4, G1 are all very strong. G2 is weaker. So he doesn't like the G2's, what's his name again? So, yeah, he doesn't run the Theodore. So, I think a lot of Cav players are all not running the Theodore, and then the G4 dog is the best rallying garrison. So, rallying garrison, he's like the Lei Shen, which that's what I was kind of thinking. Or, sorry, for the garrison, the Lei Shen. But yeah, we know the dog is absolutely, crazy dog is absolutely insane for the Warhound. So we know that's an extremely strong pet for Cavs already. I'm not sharing anything new, but he said for the open field, his Ureg Tobin is the best investment. So G3, G4, G1. So Haas Kuma is focused on counterattack. Yeah, performs super well. So I don't know if he has max decorations as well. I mean, I don't know. Probably. So yeah, when we're going to go back to my Italy account here, we have, so Ureg is going to take the top spot of the best Cav hero right now for investment. So that Ureg Tobin. So you didn't hear it from me. You heard it from Kiyomi, an actual Cav player of the best Cavs to invest in. So it's going to be the Ureg. Now, the runner-up, I'm just going to put it as Lei Shen, even though I know it doesn't perform as well. But the reason I'm going to do that is just because you can utilize him as a garrison. And so, for Cavs, for 2025, the best investment is going to be your Ureg and Tobin. Now we're going to talk about who do I think, personally, is the strongest unit type. Now, in a 1v1, on the field, everything like that, the strongest, and I've always said this, is we are currently in a tank meta. So what that means is isolated right now, the strongest heroes isolated are your infantry heroes. So your Kuma, your Lei Kwang, they're the strongest heroes in the game, so infantry is what's controlling the field. However, there's only 2 super strong infantry marches that we have. You have the Kuma Lei Kwang and you have the Goresh Skogul. The Magro and Danfell, although can perform really good, and I've seen some of EXG players perform really well with the Danfell Magro today, get some crazy reports with them, it's nothing like the Kuma Lei Kwang and the Goresh Skogul. I mean, for the longest time, that's why I said Goresh Skogulin. So, because you've only got 2 infantry, if we're talking about a 5-stack lineup, I don't think infantry is actually the strongest unit type. I think we're definitely in an infantry meta, but I don't think infantry is the strongest unit type because everyone's going to be controlling about 1 infantry march, 1-2 infantry marches, and then they might be running, you know, 4 or 5 marches of something else. So, do I think mages are the strongest? I think marksmen, we're just gonna narrow this one down. They have their niche spots, and where they're good, they're really good. I think marksmen do the most damage in the game. Probably if we had like a test dummy, I bet you a fully stacked 5 marksmen will probably do as much damage, if not the most damage in the game out of every unit type. So they're really strong. They can be really strong in your Tournament of Champions. They're really strong there. If you're in Roots of War and somebody's up against where you come out, people use marksmen to quickly take care of tanks. The issue with marksmen is if you don't have long-range warfare, they can be short-ranged and get picked off by mages. But where they excel, they extremely excel. So they do have their niche position and spot. Where we have mages is we have mages right now doing long-range damage and taking care of tanks, because we're in the tank meta, so we're trying to use the mages and single-target damage to really get rid of the tanks, and then we can attack the DPS. So we use the long range to outrange mages in the open, or marksmen in the open field, and we use that range to try and nuke down infantry. But I believe that cavalry is actually the strongest 5 march unit type in the game. Now Cav is more pay to win. It's really pay to win. But I think Cavs, so if you have a lineup like Kiyomi, I think Cavs are definitely the strongest unit type in the game right now, in my opinion. So yeah, hopefully everyone has a good 2026, and just an overall, Kuma is the #1 investment as of today, I believe, in the game. And we heard it from Kiyomi. Kuma, oh my goodness, I can't remember. Kuma Hosk is his strongest Cav lineup right now, is his Kuma Hosk. So, you've got that as well. And then second being, right, she's down here, Mu. And then my second favorite hero for investment right now is actually Mu. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and that gives you some idea of who to invest in. Exchange! The XL